What? What's going on? Does anyone know that I caused
No,
the...
not yet.
Okay, but you're not going to tell anyone, are you?
First, you're gonna tell me how you almost killed Elizabeth.
Well, what do you think? Did you find anything?
Yeah. It's not good.
Well, it was a literal car crash, so...
No.
What is it?
Brake lines on that car were cut.
On the next General Hospital.
Why should I miss out on something that I love doing so much?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
I didn't know that you've been to Easter Island.
Valentine's not the one in trouble. You are. You went too far this time, and you need to pay for it.
Just remembered something about the accident.
For me, it's the explosion of Sonny's penthouse. It's always fun to do stunts. The fire was amazing. The special effects guys were awesome. Like, you know, the rafters were falling down.
I've been here 31 years. Probably the best or one of the best stunts I have seen.
How much love and attention went into the makeup team to get that. It looked so good, it looked so real, and they're so proud of it, and I hope they do win an Emmy for that. It wasn't the most fun getting into it, but when I saw it afterwards, I was like, these guys, they killed it.
Good year. It's a really good year for us. Yeah. Really good year for you.
Really good year for me.
Yeah.
Refresh your space for spring with an 11% rebate at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one, featuring Stay Clean technology to keep your home beautiful longer. A gallon starts at $19.99 after rebate. Give your space the Platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. Its Stain Shield technology provides a finish that guards against scuffs, spills, and stains. Get a gallon starting at $37.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoon Delight. Welcome back on in, everybody. So this is the first of two videos that we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about this whole Kristina situation. We kind of got into it a little bit in the Rick video, last one. So if y'all want to go back and watch it there. But we're going to get into the full thoughts on everything that I'm thinking about through this point with the whole Kristina situation, man. So we're going to talk about that in the next two videos. This video was about Kristina and Lucky. Then the next one's going to be about what Ava found out. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down in both videos, okay? To the best of my ability to really get into the details and what I'm thinking is going to happen to Kristina. Now, so Lucky was with Liz, and they're having, you know, not really a good old time, but, you know, definitely Liz was a little grumpy because she just learned that, you know, she's going to be out of it for a while. You know, she's going to be having a rest for at least 3 months minimum, and maybe up to 6 months, you know, out of work and not able to move around on her own. And so it was some cute scenes that they had between them. So Lucky and Liz found out that Rick is okay. So Liz knows how Lucky feels about Rick, but even he will be happy to know that Rick hasn't died. He knows how important Rick is to people like Molly and stuff like that. And it just wouldn't have been a good situation because of Kristina had Rick died. Now, he gets a text from Kristina. Kristina was in the chapel praying earlier that Rick survives for Molly. And it seems that it worked because Rick had woken up like not too long after that. So the good thing that we saw in that scene earlier, I was going to do a separate video about this, but I was like, nah, because we got, like, it was the stuff with Ava too. I was like, nah, we gotta, you know, I'm gonna just recap it in this video. So the good thing about what Kristina did when she was in the chapel is that her and Molly seem to be back on good terms, and the fact that Rick is going to survive this now, it's not going to damage Molly's relationship unless Molly finds out that Kristina was the one that messed with the brakes. I don't know if it's ever going to get to that point. Maybe Molly will forgive Kristina as well at some point. I don't know if she's going to be as mad as she was about Irene, but we'll see. It'd be interesting, because if Molly ever does find out, I do want to see like how mad she'll be at Kristina if like she finds out. And but from based on this, it seems like Molly would forgive her though, you know, at some point. So I'm not too worried about their relationship, but it's good to see that Kristina was praying for Molly though. So I like that. But going forward, so Lucky meets with Kristina in the chapel, and they're alone. And for the first time, this is the first time, remember I told y'all, we hadn't seen Lucky talk to Kristina since he learned that Liz was involved in an accident, which I knew was going to change his temperament, because he was definitely telling Kristina like he was going to keep the secret, right, of what she did. So Liz, like, this changed, this was a whole different 180 here. Lucky came at Kristina like, what were you thinking? You know, what were you doing? Like, he confronted her about it real badly. And it took on a different temperature, you know. And here's the thing. We knew Lucky was not going to be happy once he found out Liz was the victim. But the question is, he may still keep the secret, right? Which could, some fans, I was reading some fans in the community that were definitely worried about if he keeps the secret and Liz finds out, how that's going to damage their relationship. And I am worried about that as well. This is why I'm saying this. This is one of those situations where the cover-up needs to be the cover-up. I think the show would do a disservice to Kristina's character if everyone just finds out that she did this. I don't think it should go that way. Especially if you're going to have Kristina try to re-kill Ava at some point, then she's going to join the mob. You do not want Kristina to be had in this situation. It should be one of those situations, just like it was when they covered up, Jason helped cover up the fact that Alexis killed Kiefer. Like, it needs to be only the people who know, which would be Lucky in this situation. That's it. It sounds like, though, that Ava might end up knowing. But that doesn't mean Ava's going to go to the police. I think she's going to blackmail Sonny. Sonny may find out that Kristina did it, and she's going to use it to get full custody of Avery. That's where I think this is going. Now, I heard Anna, look, y'all know I don't read spoilers or nothing like that, but somebody has spoiled us in one of the sites that I was on. Someone said that Anna is going to be looking for evidence on the breaks. And I don't know if Kristina's prints are going to come up or not, but it sounds like Anna gets involved, but that doesn't mean Anna's going to know that Kristina did it. Now, the other calling card that people have been saying, and some of y'all in my comment section been saying it, is that Alexis will work out a deal for Kristina to go to Shady Brook, which would be a cop-out. I don't want that to happen. I'm so against Kristina going to Shady Brook. It's not going to help her. Nothing's going to help her at this point. Her head is too, like, the traumatic events that Kristina, you guys don't understand, the traumatic events that Kristina has gone through, it has ruined her for the rest of her life. She's not going back to being a normal person. It's not happening. All right, y'all need to give that up when it comes to Kristina. They are writing her this way because she's going to end up like her father. I think she has bipolar more than anything. Now, I had someone, so there's someone that's on Team Kristina. I'm not going to say this person's name. It's not in my comment section either. It's someone on another site, because I'm on another site where we're like Team Kristina. There was someone that I was talking to privately. This person says that he does not want Kristina to be diagnosed with bipolar. like Sonny was. He says it's a cop out. He just wants Kristina to be this like evil woman, right? He just, you know, and I do think it's a little bit more interesting if Kristina's just evil. But we know she wasn't naturally this way though, because she went through a lot of stuff to make her this way. And so I don't think it's a cop out if they made her bipolar. To me, they may have her go to Shady Brook just so she get diagnosed with being bipolar. But either way, this is the thing that I want people to know. It doesn't matter what happens to Kristina with this thing going forward. She's never returning to the person she was before. She's going to stay on the dark side, guys. Like, there's no going back for Kristina. I want y'all to know this. She's going to the other side, bro. There's nothing that they can do. This is why this is one of those situations where they just need to go ahead and cover it up. They need to just go on ahead and cover this up. So I want to talk a little bit more about this in the Ava video, like what Ava needs to do now that she probably is going to learn that Kristina did it, and what they can do with this situation to potentially put Kristina in a situation where she tries to kill Ava again. But as I've been telling y'all, the problem with this whole thing was that this was Kristina's first kill attempt, and she needs to be clean in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because if she was clean, not even Lucky probably would have known, right? So Lucky wouldn't even been put in this situation. But I do think that Kristina changes forever after this. I don't think she's going back to the person she was before. And I have seen people who are against Kristina actually say Kristina was justified in trying to kill Ava. So I think some of us are on the same page with Kristina should have been doing whatever she was doing to try to get back at Ava, because she did leave her father on the ground. You know what I mean? Let's get to that Ava video next, though. Give me your thoughts here. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News Delight.